last year, was great, but I agree. I love the engine. Stop playing with my tits.
Mate. All right, we have a question from Anthony Soto. Question for the podcast. With rumors of Modern Warfare 2 Remaster replacing a new Call of Duty title in the future, how would you guys feel about playing remastered game over a brand new Call of Duty title in the league?
Would never happen.
It's not going to happen.
Would never happen.
Okay, so for the record, you didn't really play Modern Warfare 2, right? Like Modern Warfare 3...
I don't want them to bring Modern Warfare 2 back. If you're going to remaster Modern Warfare 2, you need to bundle it up with a Modern Warfare 3, bring out all the maps, bring out all the guns. What I think is really cool about Warzone is the versatility and all the weapons that they've now filtered into the game. I know that the Cold War weapons have caused controversy, might be overpowered, underpowered. Either way, if they remaster a title, it can't be like Call of Duty 4 remastered. It needs to be Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 together.
We've talked about it before. There's literally a game, I think in China and in Japan... They literally have, and they have every gun, every map. Like that, I just don't understand why that's not possible here, but it's possible there.
I mean, it is possible, but because they can't like release. There's something like they have to release a free to play game there or something like that. It's something like that, and it has to do with like.
Well, it's because piracy.
COD Mobile too, though. COD Mobile.
Oh, COD Mobile is awesome. COD 4 Remastered was not what everyone was hoping it would
and
be.
it's none of
For
them.
the record,
none of them are
Call of
be.
Duty Remastered is the best Call of Duty game that has ever been released, period, end of story. It was so great. The ability to have like your melee weapons be like a broken bottle is all I ever wanted. All I ever wanted was to pick apart the day and put the pieces back together my way, A$AP Rock. No, but all I ever wanted was to like have different camos for the M48-3, you know what I mean? And that gave me it. It was an all-American flag with a little bit of like green camo. It was fucking fire. Favorite game so far.
Remasters are great. It's just the nostalgia can only take you so far. But if
I think that I don't know. I like COD 4, but I just don't think it aged well. I really don't. And then on top of that, you have the connectivity issues and the fact that the M16 was way overpowered. And
I mean, it's just a new generation too. Like we've had so many Call of Duties now that are advanced movements, and it's really they've kind of been sticking to that year after year for the past, 7-8 years.
Yeah.
So now all of those younger kids that never even played COD 4, they play it and it feels like they're in quicksand.
Is it me or has Modern Warfare, Advanced Warfare been like a fucking super hot topic in the last week? General, obviously, he's a big fan of it, but like Matt was talking about how it's his favorite. Dylan was talking about how it's his
Advanced
fucking favorite.
Warfare was one of the most fun games.
Now
to play.
now they're saying that. Like I've never heard this from anyone.
Well, here's the problem: is
so
that
much
people
fun.
say they hate the game that they're playing while they're playing it, and 3 years later they just have that nostalgia, and like, man, that was the best game. Everybody hated Advanced Warfare when it came out, and now everybody says
I
they
know.
love it.
That's why I'm surprised that this week out of nowhere.
I hated the public side of Advanced Warfare.
Hardpoint,
but competing
Detroit.
in that game, you could literally go into a match like there's a 0% chance we lose to these kids just because we're nasty and they're not. Like that was one of the CODs where you could really just outskill someone.
Yeah.
And I loved that.
What led to my downfall.
There's still CODs that obviously you can still outskill people in like this game, for instance, but it's not even close to the same. Like you could do some crazy shit in AW.
Yeah, bro, I just don't understand how people can be okay with Advanced Warfare movement, but not okay with somebody slide canceling.
You know what they need to do?
Slide canceling it's just a weird mechanic. Like with the jumping and stuff, that was just, it's so hard to explain those two things because slide canceling feels like a gimmick that shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah.
What about G-sliding? G-sliding was lit.
G-sliding was lit.
G-slide.
But
I mean, I think still there, right?
But that was like an evasive, type
Get some
maneuver.
speed.
I feel like slide canceling shouldn't be an engagement. It should be a
Here's
disengage, but it's an engagement. That's why it's weird.
Here's what Call of Duty needs to do. With how popular Warzone has become, every Call of Duty title from here on out should be on the Modern Warfare engine. Every single one. It's the best engine. I love Treyarch, David Von Hart. You're my boy. Black Ops 2, still my favorite Call of Duty of all time. The Modern Warfare engine is so smooth. The gunplay feels incredible. It's like the only thing that I still truly love about it. Man, it's so
I agree
good.
with that. If last year had better maps, last year would have been a lot of fun. Because I loved like the engine. Again, the slide canceling. I
loved Modern Warfare S&D. I loved it. Gun Runner, my favorite map.
It was so much.
I loved it.
We played so many old men of optic GBs.
Yeah.
I loved
Same.
the engine.
Yeah, the engine.
Stroking out here. Sorry.
Yeah, the only issues with MW from like a competitive side of things was the respawns,
maps and spawns.
Yeah, and the fact that there was no DS or dead silence. But
Yeah,
I think,
I mean that's a whole other thing. The doors.
that was questionable.
Yeah,
but like I love the engine. I agree.
When I got dead silence on S&D, oh bro, you felt like you were Superman.
Yeah,
yeah.
your screen
Oh
had
my
that
God,
like little
so
white
good.
like.
yeah.
Especially if you played on PC and your FOV was like fucking already at 90
When you
or
got
100.
Deddy in a match and like search.
Yeah,
on,
that's
like,
the thing.
On Ramaza, you just be like, all right, here I go.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
fucked up part is that, it messed with competitive and respawn, but I actually thought it was a really cool element in S&D.
agree.
Because you had to really think about when you were going to use dead silence. And you're right, on Ramaza, if those doors were opened, you are flying. It was incredible.
Yeah, remove the doors, and I think that we're like right on time.
Last year, was great, but I agree. I love the engine. Stop playing my tits.
Mate.
But I love the engine. I would not be mad if that was.
So where is all this Modern Warfare 2 stuff coming from? Because that's like the fourth time I've heard.
It's like I mean it's been a talking point. It's on the sheet now.
Because what I've heard is that Activision DMCA struck a dude's channel who talked about it, and so people thought that confirmed the fact that it was real. But I think it might have confirmed the fact that they might be pushing the next COD more than in the fact that MW2 remastered.
Wait, imagine. All right, let me set it up. If like Advanced Warfare, I know already.
Yeah.
I truly on my mother's soul, I have no idea any detail about the next Call of Duty. How crazy would it be if they did sort of like Captain America did with like an alternate timeline of World War II and they gave everybody fucking jetpacks? How wild would that be?
I don't know.
Just fly with the PPSH.
Because it's Sledgehammer. There is no way that Activision is going to let Sledgehammer do another shitty ass World War II title. No shot.
No, it is announced. It's been talked about. It's happening.
I know, but maybe
it's gonna be the same color as the whole thing's gonna have this tint. It's gonna be just brown, shit, dirt, and like dark gray greens.
Some of the best maps that people will put on their tier list of all time are bright and vibrant. That's why I love Valorant so much. They get that.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
map is your favorite map because you don't realize, but subconsciously,
They're visually appealing.
It's visually appealing.
And the camos in Valorant, I mean, they're
It's
killing
like if you go to Disneyland, you know that they have a look away green. It's a specific color that they created that when you see it, you might not even know that it's there, and if you see it, you don't even like it. Your brain is. And that's what Call of Duty maps sometimes feel like to me. It's just dark and dreary and fucking gross.
It's so nasty. It was bad.
Yeah, World War II was really gray.
It was so ass that people started thinking that there was that they were adding trees mid-season because they were just interested in finding out something cooler.
Yeah. The trees.
I don't know. Like, I've never been a big fan. Like Modern Warfare 3, God, oh my God, such a good game, but the worst fucking colors I've ever seen.
I love the World War II era. World at War was one of my favorite games. Playing GBs on that game was so much fun. What?
World at War?
Yeah, I love World at War.
Wow.
I didn't really play it.
I
loved
did.
it.
Unscoped Arasaka Mastery.
Like I love
obviously.
I love the guns and like just the overall feel of those types of games. I just hope that it's executed well.
What I liked about World at War is that you can curve bullets like in that movie Wanted. Well, I could, obviously, but I'm different. Yo,